family values, and it also has to do with our ladies that are coming to the diaspora, because we have a lot of stories that we hear every day, and it's on social media how they. But before I say what I want to say, I just want you all to know that in the diaspora, I mean, we still have marriages that are 50 years old, Nigerian marriages that are in their 30 years, 40 years, 20 something years, 15 years, 10 years, and so on and so forth. So you can only humble a man who believes in a family value. You see, there's this thing I saw on social media, like I said before. There's a lady that said, if you want to humble an African man, a Nigerian man, deceive him and bring him to the diaspora, that the man will humble. No, my people, don't forget your values. Don't forget the values that you were brought up with. In as much as you want to come to the diaspora, go to Europe, American, Asia, whatever country you believe you want to go to, and you're thinking that for you to go to those countries or to bring that man to that country, you have to lie to the man, pretend to the man, deceive the man, and eventually when the man follows you or take all the family to the Western world, then the man will humble himself. No, like I said from the beginning of this live stream, the only person, whether man or woman, that will humble themselves is only a man or a woman that believes, in a family value. Let us first start by knowing what our foundation or what marriage foundation really is. The purpose of marriage, or the foundation, the core foundation of marriage, number one, is for procreation. Yeah, if I say the word right, it's to procreate. Procreation. You marry, you get married, you born pikin, you procreate, you nurture the children. You find out that even in Genesis, after God created everything, when God said he was creating the world, you find out that God said, no, let's make man in our image and in our likeness. He was speaking to the angels at the time, and he created man in his own image. That is what the Bible told us. And after that, what did God say? God now pronounced blessing into that man, into that woman, and say, go ye into the world and and produce and reproduce and procreate. That was what God said to us, that we should go into the world and be fruitful. Say be fruitful. Fruitful. Say be fruitful and replenish the earth. That means we should fill the earth with children. We should procreate and have plenty children and nurture them. That's what God says. God did not say we should deceive the men and torture them. God did not say that. So it is our culture. Also in our culture, one thing I like about Africa culture is that, when we as humans, we have two different families. These two different families are, though for the fact that in those families there are two different cultures, but God has blessed us in Africa, that when we have differences in this family, we have these two families that will come together, bring us together, and speak, talk to the couples involved to settle their differences. They bring the two couples and settle their issues. So they deal with the issues, and why they provide by providing and encouraging the couples to balance their culture, so that they will at least meet each other at a certain level, understanding each other at a certain level. So you see, marriage is very important. And you see, somebody was saying that marriage is not an achievement, and there's no benefit in marriage. That marriage doesn't bring any benefit. That's a lie from the pit of hell. Marriage, to some people, if you have a beautiful marriage, it is an achievement to both the male and the female. And also, the benefit of marriage is children. Because right from the beginning, the get-go of this, God already said that we should go into the world and be fruitful and procreate and nurture the children. So why would somebody say that marriage is not a benefit? Of course, marriage is a benefit. You understand? So marriage is a benefit to the community. Marriage is a benefit to the society. Marriage is a benefit to the environment. Marriage is a benefit to the world, to the country, because we procreate. And because we procreate, because we bear children, and because we have children, so those children grow up, and that's where you have all these good things of life today. So those people that are saying that, or these persons that is saying that there's no benefit in marriage, or marriage does not bring any benefit, whatever way they said it, is a lie. And also, before I digress also, for you to say to deceive any man, and my gender, anybody to say to deceive any man to the Western world, and because you want them to humble themselves, or because you want to deal with them, or because you want to do something to them, it is very wrong. Don't forget our values. Don't forget where you are coming from. We have cultures. For the fact that our families are different, believe in that culture that you have. That is why if you see in the world today, you could see that African marriages last longer. I'm not talking about now that maybe there's divorces here and there. African marriages last longer than any other marriage in the world because of that extended families coming into the marriage. Would I call it the mediator, or what will I say? They come and try to settle your differences, the clashes you have in the differences. You know, you have the pastor, will speak, you have family members that will come and speak, then you also have good friends, so not some of the bad friends that will, because they want you out of your marriage, so that they can take your place, they'll be deceiving. You have some really good friends that will tell you the friend when you are going wrong and say, this thing you are doing is wrong. So in African marriages, because of the values that we have, you see that we have so many people that mediate, that come in between crises in marriages in Africa. You know, because of the values that we have, because of our culture, you have people coming in to speak to the couples. You see, and another thing I want to point out here about marriage for us to know is that in marriage, he said, the Bible says, be completely, I just want to throw in this Bible verse. It says, be completely humble. That's Ephesians 4:2. It says, be completely humble and gentle. Be patient, bearing with one another in love. That is, be patient in love with your neighbor. Be patient, with your husband. Even with your neighbors. It's not just in marriage. Be patient in love with your loved one. Patience in marriage is very important. It's very paramount. Because it will take you a long way. It will make you have peace and love in your marriage. Not only patience is a good attribute to have, it's a good thing to have in marriage. It's also a good attribute to have to treat other people outside your home, to deal with situations as they come. Patience in all things is very important. Marriage, It's mostly people say they are married for companionship, procreation, like I said earlier, and redemption. I don't know why the people say, oh, it's for redemption, because they want to prove that they are married. People go into marriages for various reasons. Don't get me wrong, but the purpose of my discussing this marriage thing, this lady saying that to deceive a man, if you want a man to humble, you want to humble your husband, you have to bring them to the diaspora, deceive them to come to the diaspora. That is a very wrong idea or wrong motive of any person to have. Because even in the diaspora, there are laws that guide this relationship, that guides marriages. Let me just say something, There are some men, that they really know, they don't care whether they treat them anyhow. Not be only child support they will ask them to pay. They will leave the children for you and go their way. But trust me, who is the one that is going to suffer? It is you that will suffer every aspect of raising those children alone. It doesn't matter whether they are paying you child support. So, you saying that if you want a man to be humble, so that you trick him to the Western world, so the man will be humble. No, it's a wrong thing to say. It is a very wrong thing to say. That misconception is wrong. That idea is it's not something that that notion or that thinking is a very wrong thing to say. One thing you should think about, you can never humble any human being. Any human being that does not want to be humble, you can never humble them. Not to talk of a man with ego, a man that you're supposed to respect. You want to humble that man. Why would you even want to have that idea that you want to humble a man? In African society, there are a set of values that guide the behavior of everybody. Whether you're a man or you're a woman, there are a set of values that guides you as a man. There are a set of values that guides the other person as a woman. So for you to say you want to humble a man, I don't know. I don't think that's a right word to say. Every member, everyone, male or female, you are supposed to have certain values that are set aside. You are supposed to have compassion or love before marriage. You are supposed to be truthful, respect your husband, respect your elders, respect yourself, and have good character. Work towards your marriage, in building your marriage to have all these things that I just mentioned. Not that you be thinking how you're going to humble a grown man. A grown man. You want to humble the man to be under you? Look, the only thing I will be on the side of my gender is when a man is physically abusing that woman. When a man, they beat woman, they beat her to the point of saying, okay, this is becoming life and death. I always say, run. Thank God that there are some pastors that are beginning to talk about it, because they always say, oh, there's no divorce. No, the Bible didn't say that. When they asked Christ that question, Christ said God did not, the purpose of marriage, creating husband and wife, is not for divorce. Christ never said that if you are divorced, it's a sin. No, Christ never said that. I'm not saying people should divorce. No. The Bible even says, oh, wives, honor your husbands. Say, my husband, honor your wife. So, that is not the issue what we are talking about right now. Please share and like. Thank you, Ibrahim. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So for my gender now to be saying they want to humble a man, it is a sin for you to even voice it out. You want to humble your husband for why now? Your husband that is providing for you. Why do you want to humble him? Why do you even have that mindset? I mean, that you want to bring that man to the diaspora to humble him. Why? Let me tell you, the man that you cannot say you are bringing a man to the diaspora to say you want to humble him because they think that the government will side. No. The only reason sometimes why they will ask the man, it's not that the man is losing the house. Sometimes to leave the house, it is because of the children. It is not because of you, the woman. When there are children in marriage, if it is the man that is responsible, that takes care of the children, you, the woman, will leave the house for the man and the children. So all this my gender that are coming from Nigeria, they are saying about their men, about their husband, deceive the husband to the diaspora so you can humble them and do what to them now? You want to turn them to your house help? Let me tell you something, They say you can force a horse to the stream, but you can never, when you get to that stream, you cannot force the horse to drink water. That is what you are saying now. Let us begin to face reality of life. Forget all this social media fake life that people live. Forget the things that people, fake things that people post on social media. And they say, oh, my this, my that. Forget that you have to face reality when it comes to your marriage. When it comes to your husband, you have to face reality of life. You have to build with your husband, not thinking of to humble a man, humble your husband. Why you want to your husband to have help? I think everybody should speak against this person that is saying they should want to come to if you want to humble your husband, bring him to the diaspora. No. No. And when you think that you take those children away from their father, trust me, at the appropriate time, those children will look for their father. And you know one thing in the diaspora, that a lot of women, a lot of them that are coming to the diaspora, that they think that they can just take the children away from the husband and they will not see their father. It's a lie. Their father will see their children as long as they are paying child support. Even if they are not paying child support, they will still see their children because they are their father. Abba, I don't know why our women, what is wrong with our women of these days now? That is not the foundation. That is not the reason God created marriage. What are you people turning marriage into? You want to humble a full-grown man. Let me tell you, a lot of men, they have family value than a lot of our women now. These days, the way I'm seeing it. A lot of men believe all they need from you is respect. Respect, that's it. Then you want to humble him because he's asking you for respect. If you see some women, they will tell you to carry those children. Carry go. And by the time those children are grown, I'm telling you, they will go and look for them. And you yourself, the woman, you are the one cheating yourself because at the appropriate time again, you know what? When they are about to get married, they will go and look for their father. Their father, they will pay bride price to them. So all these ones, now you, the woman, will look old. You will look older than your age because you are stressing alone by yourself taking care of these children. So why would you want to humble a man? Why would you want to raise your children alone? Because you want to humble your husband? Because you want to humble him to be under you? Now, wow, come on now. No. That is a no-no for me. That's a no-no for me. The diaspora itself, the Western world itself is very stressful. Then you want to add the stress of children, stress of raising children to already stressed environment. You go into work, you come back. You take care of the children. You are saying you humble your husband. Humble your husband for waiting now. Why? And I hope that these people that are just coming on social media to vomit nonsense, I hope that the smart ones, the ones that God give brain, will not listen to this kind of bad advice. You know, me, I don't just understand it all. I'm trying to think about, you know, your marriage. Why you want to humble your husband? Why? It's not that my husband, they abuse me, oh. My husband, they beat me, oh. My husband, they do this to me, oh. That is why I'm running away, oh. But I want to humble my husband. Humble your husband, why? Even if now you not big gate, you the woman is big gate. The richest woman in Africa, in as much as she's getting divorced now after 43, 47 years of marriage. Only God knows what happened. We never heard that she humbled the husband. We never heard that she turned the man to a house boy or slave in the house. One thing with men is that anything that stress them too much, before you will even say you want to humble them, they will just walk away. Maybe there will be another woman out there that's giving them peace. So, my people, let us not be... This video, I didn't plan for it to be this long. Let us not be thinking that the diaspora or going to the Western world is a way of trying to humble our husband. It's a way of trying to make our marriage better. No. What I'm going to say is, yeah, it could make your marriage better. Let me tell you that. Yeah, it could make your marriage better if you do the right thing. If you know the reason why you are coming to the diaspora. If you have good intention of coming to the diaspora to make your life better, to make the life of your children better, for you to live in a society where you have security to an extent. You know, it is God that protects and saves somebody. It is God that will protect. It is God. But in the diaspora in the West, you have security to an extent. You know, you have all other good reasons for you to come to say you want to go and live in the Western world. Because you want a better life for you and your children. You know, not because you want to humble a man, a grown man, your husband. Even the Bible say, wives, honor and respect your husbands. Then you want to put the man under you. No, there are some things that I will stand and talk against. But in this one, no. I will not talk. I will not take the side of this young lady that is saying that women should deceive their husband and take them to the diaspora and humble them. You know, always remember your values. Your values. Remember your values. Respect. Silence. Know that your marriage, your husband is your head. The husband is your head, is the head of the house. Just like as Bible says, Christ is the head of the church. So God has also told us that the man is your head. So respect him, honor him. When you do these things, I'm telling you, when you do these two things, even that one thing, self-respect, you'll be so surprised what that man will do for you. People will be thinking that you use Kayamata. Hey. No, honestly. They'll be thinking that you use Kayamata. You cannot take the place of your husband in your house now. Even for the fact that both men and women work in the diaspora. You cannot, you need to honor him. Honor him when you are together. Don't pretend to honor him outside. Then when he get back to the house, it's your dish, it's your trash. No. Honor him in the house. At home, honor him. They always say that charity begins at home. Honor him from the house and still honor him outside your home. That respect is one thing. It doesn't matter whether you are the richest in the world. Try to honor your husband. Remove that mindset that you want to make your husband, you want to that is like you are saying you want to ridicule your husband. When you say you want to humble a man, a grown man, always remember your traditions. Because every one of us in Africa, You know, like I know, here we all are from Nigeria. We have traditions. We have culture and traditions. Remember your traditions. Remember your traditions. Your family values. Your family values in your home are very important, are paramount. Because those values will transfer to your children. That is why you see that marriage is a thing that God has ordained right from the beginning, right from time. That was after creating everything, and God created human. That was the first thing that God thought about to create. That was one thing that God said, I need to take care of. Marriage. And in this marriage, guess what God did? What Christ did? What God did? He said, he still put down the rules, the laws that we need to follow. So anybody that is saying that marriage doesn't add anything to the society, do not believe them. Do not believe them. If you have the power and the strength, lecture them. Tell them that marriage adds a lot, contributes a lot to the society. Procreation alone is one of the major thing that marriage contributes to the society. It's just, for example, a man that is not capable of buying a car will tell somebody that is buying a car that buying a car is useless. When that man that needs that car to transport him from one destination to the other, and transport him and his family from one destination to the other, knows the reason why he's buying that car. You know, so marriage is a beautiful thing when you are with the right person. The only thing I always say is, please don't be forced to stay in an abusive marriage. Don't be forced to stay in an abusive marriage. In as much as we have our family core and values, we still need to be alive for our children, for those blessings that God gave to us, those little blessings that God gave to us. We still need to be alive to take care of them. We still need to be alive to provide and to instill that same family values in them. You know, marriage is, oh God, yes, marriage adds a lot to the society. Marriage contributes a lot to the society, because without procreation, without having children, do you think all these things that we enjoy in life, if Adam and Eve, they never had children, why God created them and just left them on earth? Probably, and they sinned. After they had sinned, you know, after the devil deceived them and they sinned, the serpent deceived them and they sinned, and God now pronounced that they were not going to live forever and banned them and said, get out of the Garden of Eden so that you don't eat of the fruit of life, and they had died. Then the world, the universe would have remained void, because there wouldn't be any humans. Maybe the world would have gone back to the way it is. So anyone that is saying that marriage does not contribute to the society, maybe they need to have their mind rechecked. Anybody that says that marriage does not contribute anything to the society, they need to have their mind rechecked. So my people, do not listen to anybody that says that, or anybody that is advising you that deceive the men, deceive your husband, deceive your hubby to the diaspora just to humble them. Don't listen to them. They don't want the best for you, because in the diaspora you need each other. You need yourselves. If you are a single person that is in the diaspora, it's different. If you're a single person that is coming to the diaspora, it is different. But saying you want to deceive a man so you can humble that man, no. That is, I don't think that's the right thing to do, or that is the right word to say. But any abusive man, run away from them. Nobody is perfect. Any abusive man that will abuse you and want to buy you in that marriage, run away from such relationship. No marriage is perfect. Do not allow people to come on social media to lie to you. Honor your husband, obey your husband, and don't think that bringing your husband to the diaspora will humble them. Please share this video. Let us make this go viral so that men will understand that it is not everything that one woman says, or this kind of statement that this woman is putting out there, that the rest women are for it. No, we are not. We are against such statements. We never support such statements to say deceive your husband to the diaspora and they will humble themselves. Anyway, my people, please share this video. Share and like and let it go viral. And please respect and honor your husband. Don't deceive your husband to the diaspora. Thank you all for watching and God bless you. Have a wonderful